presidential race.
Yeah.
Whoever takes office in November, or wins the election in November rather, is at a very, very unique moment in time in history. And these are dangerous times we live in, but they have this great opportunity in the crisis and the crises that we face. But it is a critical moment, and I sense that what we're looking for is coherence across three surfaces, the three extremes: extreme poverty, extreme climate change, also extreme ideologies, which we haven't really talked about, but what you're hinting at. And somehow to weave these three strands into coherent foreign policy will be the job of the next President of the United States. It's the job of every leader. And at this point in time, now...
Do you think any of the leading candidates, you can talk about this a little bit,
yeah.
Does one seem to have more coherence than the other on that?
Ask me another one. But what I will tell you is none of them, I'm kind of going to back up what Al says, none of them will be able to make the necessary jump away from incrementalism, which is what we've been dealing with up to now, to any kind of dramatic response. Now, there have been moments in time when the world has been reimagined and the interdependence has been reimagined. This is one of those, and you're at it here today. The project of globalization, which has benefited a lot of us, has brought some people out of poverty, a lot of people out of poverty. But we're now wondering, is it going to work for the many rather than the few? Is it enough to rise to this occasion? These three extremes. And normally when the world is being reimagined and there's a new order, that's a loaded thing to say around here, but it comes after a catastrophe, not before. You know, after the First World War, you had the League of Nations. After the Second World War, you had the Bretton Woods institutions, the UN. This is one of those times. But I suppose we're asking people to imagine it before a catastrophe.